Hey Scorpios, welcome to your January 2025 general reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Coco, and before we get into your reading, just a reminder that this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one private reading. If that is something you are interested in having, especially as we move into the new year, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me. However, if you feel like this reading is not connecting with you or not resonating, that's perfectly okay. Just leave this reading behind and do consider looking at the readings for your moon and rising zodiac signs. But if this reading does connect with you and you do resonate with what is being said, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. Any help at all is very much appreciated. Now, we are going to look later on into the reading at how you are being guided to show up, the nature of any challenges that you're experiencing in January, as well as how you can overcome those challenges. We'll take a look at the part of your life that will grow and flourish in 2025. And in honor of Capricorn season, we will take a look at how you can reach your goals in the month and towards the end of the month. And at the end of the reading, we will look at the outcome at the end of January, so as we move into Aquarius season. Now, I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you here. You've got number 37, cleaning house, for the energy coming into your life in January. It feels like a deep cleaning is happening for 2025. You're taking a real hard look at the things, material things in your home, in your space. You're taking a deep look at your space itself, your home, your office, perhaps your work environment, and trying to understand what it is that serves you still and what no longer serves you and that you can get rid of. So you might be, doing a closet refresh, getting rid of some clothes. You might be donating some furniture, donating some clothes, donating some things that you just no longer, feel like you want around. You want some new, fresh energy in the new year. Now, 7 plus 3 in the number 37, it adds up to 10. So that's a culmination of something. It's also significant and reminiscent of a new beginning. So it feels like you are embarking on something new in the year of 2025. It feels like you're preparing very well and you kind of know what's coming. Take that as it resonates. Like you might have a lease ending in a few months, so you're just preparing. You might have like a car that you need to give back to the dealership. Like you might be leasing a car. So now as we move into the new year, you're getting ready you're fixing up the car and making sure everything looks good so that you can give it back and get all your money back. All right. You're also taking a look at the practices and behaviors. I'm getting like a New Year's resolution kind of energy, but it's not so concrete as a New Year's resolution. Like you might not see it as a resolution or you might not call it that. It's more so just something that you want to try to start doing in 2025. You want to try to do something new or approach something differently, instill new routines, try new things. All right, so that's what's coming in for you in January 2025. It's like a different changing season for you. 2025 is in January. It's like truly a shift. It's quite literally for you like a new year. I feel like a lot of people, we understand it as okay, it's the new year, but it's not, on January 1 doesn't mean our whole life is changing. But for you, it feels like you're kind of leading the change and you are actually trying to revamp your life in 2025. The energy that you are being encouraged to embody in this month is Kitsune energy, the trickster. You may have heard of this folktale legend, this folklore in Japan. It is quite widespread and well known. Kitsune, I think they represent 12, correct me if I'm wrong, but 12 white foxes that trick people. And they will shapeshift into a human. So that's what this card is kind of based on. I'm going to read you the message here. This card represents deception, evasion, and untrustworthiness. Oh, so there are 13 different types of kitsune. Okay. The message is you're not feeling like yourself or acting like it either. Bring concentrated awareness to your thoughts, actions, and patterns. You may be acting in a way that is unrecognizable to yourself or others. This card points to a question of identity and who you are fooling. Are you not being honest with others or yourself? Be kind to yourself and do some introspection to affirm who you truly are. Now, the message here, it's to make sure that you're being authentic. Ensure that you are being honest, and it feels like that you're being truthful in a matter. Make sure that you're showing up honestly with the people around you. But it also feels like as you move into the new year, the sense I'm getting here is just being honest with yourself about what you can achieve and what you can do. Not setting your sights too high, okay, with your goals. I know when we list our goals in the beginning of the new year, we get that dopamine rush of like having a list and, getting excited to complete that list and crossing things off. But your guides want you to not set your sights too high. Make things a bit more reasonable for yourself. Make sure that you're not trying to like shapeshift into a person who you are not, just for the sake of being like, oh, new year, new me. Still show up as yourself. You're a perfectly amazing and wonderful person as you are in this moment. And, maybe of course there's some like things that you want to change about your life, but it doesn't mean that you have to like discredit and write off the person who you have been. So there's something to be looked at there in the month of January. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of your cards, Scorpio, so bear with me. You can always skip over this part if you would like to just skip forward to the explanations. Okay. 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Try to work together with people in your life. There's some sort of goal that you might want to achieve with people, or there's just people in your social network around you. Make sure you're showing up authentically and, like I said here, honest. Your guides want you to show up honestly. They don't want you doing any backhanded stuff. Be straightforward and forthcoming in January. Okay, I'm going to get into that later, but let's see the nature of your challenges. I'm going to clarify all these cards as well as we move forward. What is the nature of the challenges that Scorpios will experience in January 2025? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. The nature of your challenges is just getting better at what you do. And this is, my guides are letting me know again, they're really harping on this. It's about being honest. So working honestly, not cheating, is the kind of sense here. Not cheating, like if you're working in a group project, in middle school or high school when we work in group projects and there's just one person who kind of like, you can tell they copied and pasted something off the internet and now the other people in the group kind of have to go in and they have to do that person's job. Like that's the kind of sense here. Make sure that you're not being that person who copies and pastes stuff off the internet in that poor analogy that I just gave. You could be working really hard on a goal at work. You might be feeling like you're coming up against some roadblocks. Maybe you feel like you can't move forward, or you're just finding it hard to gain the skills that you need. You're working really hard in January, and it might get a little bit, there's 5 of Wands underneath. It might get a little bit like messy if you try to cut corners. So don't cut corners, I will say. Just make sure you're showing up diligently, confidently, trying your best at work or school or whatever it may be. Yeah, Four of Wands, you can overcome the challenge by working together with people. I'm going to get a little bit more clarity on this Four of Wands. Can you tell me more about this Four of Wands? Six of Cups. Okay, there are people in your life who have been around for a while. Childhood friends, there might be children in your life. You might have children. You might have baby cousins. Something in that realm. You've got great family and friends in your arsenal. You do. You've got like celebration available for you in January. You know, you might be spending the new year with new family, with your kids. You might be doing something fun with your like little family, or maybe even extended family. But there's a lot available for you. I get this sense that it's not something you focus on very much, or I get the sense that it's not something you maybe see as special. And I'm telling you it is. All right, this is very special to have. Even chosen family who you can lean on, who are sweet and you can make good memories with. So if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed at work, if you feel pressure, make sure that you reach out to your social network in order to relieve some of that pressure, just to find a nice balance in the month. We all return to work in January kind of like blah. All right, so, I get that feeling. Let's see what part of your life is going to grow and flourish in 2025. Nine of Wands, Temperance. You're finding healing, emotional healing. You might feel like you have a lot of walls up. Oh, I'm getting this very, very nervous energy right now. Whew. Yeah, you might feel very, very nervous, on edge, very on edge. Antsy, like you can't sit still. And there's some kind of like teeth grinding, something with your teeth or your jaw is coming through. And there's some healing here regarding that kind of feeling, or maybe those behaviors that are attached to anxiety. There's some healing in 2025 for you, which I like to see. The Temperance card here is also patience. Throughout the healing process, you have to be patient. That's what Temperance reminds us. Temperance comes after the death and transformation, and she is renewal. And she is also protection. So throughout your healing process in 2025, as your walls start to come down, or maybe you become more aware of your walls, aware of like nervous, tics or things that you do that become kind of self-harmful or damaging. Throughout the process, you'll have patience for yourself. Please do have patience for yourself. And you are protected throughout it as well. All right, how can you reach your goals in January? Justice, there you go. Balance. Truth. Accountability. Being accountable with your words. Being accountable with your behaviors. Being a person who is very transparent. Okay? I really feel like that's coming through here across the cards. That's how you can reach your goals. That's how you can achieve things. Also an air of, again, balance, like work-life balance. Like I said here, reaching out to friends and family when you're feeling stressed at work. Making sure your life is not work. Making sure your life is also not all play. As lovely as that would be. And as much as I wish it was that. All right, let's see the outcome at the end of January for you. Knight of Swords. Quick moving energy, huh? You might have some news coming for you at the end of January. Some news running forward into something. Let's see. Whew. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. All right, I'm going to clarify these cards as well towards the end. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. I feel like I have to clarify some different cards first before we move in with that. All right. Let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles first for Scorpio. Thank you. Whoa, okay, they want that one. You know, it's funny. The Knight of Swords and the Justice card just popped out. Six of Swords. Might be making a transition of sorts, or just trying to find some space in your day to work harder, work towards a goal. I get the sense that you're trying to manage your time better in January, and that's part of the new routines and behaviors, so that's cool. You might be trying to get better at your job, to get a promotion, get better at your job, so that you just have less like stress and less stuff on your plate. A sense of like moving is coming through, so you might actually be working on trying to find a new house, living situation, and yeah, you're trying to get to the bottom of that in January. You might want to reach out to people. Maybe you'll find a house or an apartment. Somebody might have like their lease might be ending. Something there, okay? People might have some like good advice to tell you. All right, let's clarify this Justice card. The Moon. There might be some things you are keeping underground, not telling people, Scorpio. Whatever it is, I feel like you should be truthful about it, come clean about it. The Emperor. Yeah, you can reach your goals by being upfront, honest, responsible. You know, I really think that's the message. There's something here about not wanting to be in charge. Maybe you don't like being in charge, you don't like needing to step up, or you don't like kind of rubs you the wrong way. You don't really like that. Can't quite put my finger on it. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to. Confrontation might make you a little bit uncomfortable. That might be why you're keeping some stuff to yourself. You just don't really feel like confronting folks about it. Well, I clarified, and you are certainly showing up Queen of Wands at the end of January. You're feeling good. You're feeling good and you're looking good. Queen of Wands is very enthusiastic and quite fiery. And she gets things done quite quickly. She's good at parsing things out, delegating. She's very sexy too, loves to have fun. So I feel like you'll definitely be having a nice time when it comes to your social life. You'll be being seen in this very nice light. There's somebody here who is a Knight of Swords. And you might be tied up to them. You might meet them at the end of January. They could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or they might just present as somebody who's quite intellectual, likes to talk, maybe likes to argue, likes to debate. Somebody who kind of like flits here and there, quite social. There is a connection between you two. Does not have to be romantic. Could very much be platonic. And there's a connection there that's slowly growing. Now you could, get news from them, maybe a text from somebody, a text from, again, a good friend. Maybe you haven't seen this person in a little bit, and like they text you and are like, hey, let's hang out. And it kind of just introduces a nice dynamic into your relationship. Things start moving a little bit quicker. You start hanging out more. Either way, you're feeling good at the end of January. I like this reading, Scorpio. Just make sure you're showing up authentic and doing the work, not cutting any corners, and telling the truth. And I feel like January is set to be a pretty cool month for you. I hope this reading helps, and I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. I will see you next time, Scorpio, for the next general reading.